What makes someone fly from Albania or Slovakia just for a LocLunch in Milan? Today we meet Diego Cresceri, a localization trailblazer and the heartbeat of LocLunch Milan. Let's dive into it. Hey, today on my show, Diego Cresceri from Creative Words and our LocLunch ambassador from Milano.
Hello.
Welcome
Hi,
on
how are
board.
you?
Very good, very good. Great to have you here, Diego. And today we want to dive into LocLunch Milano and Milan. Diego, you are the CEO of a well-positioned localization company in our industry. You are the director of language services from LanguageOps Institute. This is a new project, and you have been in the board of directors of ELIA for a long time.
Forever,
But
yeah.
overall, and most important, you have been a fundamental part of the LocLunch community. You have a huge following and great events, great photos in Milan.
Thank you.
So let's dive into
Do you
it.
remember how it started?
Well,
I remember that. So it was quite some years ago, I guess.
Exactly. What made you interesting in LocLunch?
So I've been a first on different things. I've been the first customers of many different consultancy, many different things that I've been doing in the last 8 years. And when I was in Barcelona, I think it was 2019, I was talking with Yuka, and Yuka started talking about this new initiative that was just about to start or was just started. And I guess you had a couple of cities where you were with LocLunches already. And I thought, okay, I want to be in this thing. It was new. It was interesting. It was about networking. Network is my passion. So I thought, yeah, let's start. And then I chose Milan instead of Genoa, where my office is, because I thought I had the impression Milan could be more promising in terms of numbers, and also in terms of business opportunity that would get by meeting new people. And that was right.
And you were.
I started right away, and then we have the COVID and everything. But the community is great. It's huge. Milan is easy to reach, and there are a lot of companies, a lot of people that I know there. So it's been amazing. So
Right.
that's one of the best things I've done.
What was one of these moments where you said, okay, this was the right decision? Do you remember any moment where you said, oh, wow, I've built up a huge... this Milan, because all of our ambassadors are the builders. You are the ones who are creating LocLunch.
Yeah,
So-
from the start, yeah. So, many different moments. There is the smaller one where you can really talk with people, with all of them, which is good. There is the huge ones where you say, oh my God, there are so many people coming. And then it happened that I had a guest from the US, and it was like, wow. And then someone took a train from Slovakia and came directly just for the LocLunch. And then I have someone flying from Albania to come to Milan for the LocLunch. So it's shocking. And so different moments with it, not just one single moment. And I never, ever changed the place where we meet.
Okay, so
Never.
it's always the same place? Cool.
Yeah. And the only thing I got is a free coffee once. Just once. Because yeah. So I'm not doing for any different purpose. We're used to go there, and now we are showing the picture. We have Hilary. Hilary has just moved from New York to Milan, and she's joining every time. We have Kajetan is coming from Poland. He's moved
Wow,
to Milan and joining all the time. And they have people coming every time, and they have someone coming every year, which is good. Of course, I cannot have a LocLunch with 250 people. That's at the conference. It's not a LocLunch, so that's also
Sometimes it looks like a conference, huh? Your LocLunch.
sometimes it does. But the smaller, probably the better, because you really manage to interact. I also thought of, changing to a place where I could find round tables, for instance, so that we could talk more in a... But it's good. If they don't talk, or I don't talk with everybody, or not everybody talks with me, that's good. it was really beneficial. I know someone found a job through LocLunch. I know someone found a customer through LocLunch, or a peer, a colleague, and there were real opportunities that have been built because of the LocLunch, which is great. So
That
I'm
is the power we want to push out there. Diego, let's talk a little bit about you and your other hobbies apart from being LocLunch ambassador. You're running ELIA, right? Explain briefly what is ELIA, and I have here on the screen, I have the next ELIA conference, which is in Barcelona in very short time.
Yeah, let me say I don't run ELIA, otherwise someone might get offended. I've been in the board of ELIA since 2018, and sadly, that's gonna be my last month.
Okay, wow. So it's your farewell conference.
Yeah. Well, we have another one coming in May, but yeah. So we're gonna have this event in Barcelona in a little bit more than 1 month. It's ELIA Together. It's the event where LSPs, so language service providers, and freelancers meet. That was one of my first ELIA events also, and it was again in Barcelona. So it's coming very soon, and we have a great program. We have workshops as well. Of course, we will be addressing AI as well, because that what
I just wanted to ask you,
Of course. And we will have a workshop on that, actually. And it's one of my favorite. I'm part of the program. I'm not the event owner. I'm part of the program. And that's how I started with ELIA. I was given I was asked to be part of the program committee at the beginning. Then I was the owner of the event. Then I stepped back a little bit. And Indre is now managing the event, just taking care of the program with a great committee. We have a great lineup of speakers, and I'm really looking forward to it. We are, looking for more people, because the more the merrier. For this event particularly, it's a big networking event, and sometimes we need to put a little bit of effort, in creating this dialogue between the linguists and the companies, because sometimes we are just not understanding each other perfectly. So that's why it's called together, and why I'm looking forward to it.
I think this is like, what we created with LocLunch is this platform of communication to meet each other, to exchange ideas on a frequent basis, because conferences are like 1, 2, 3. If you're very crazy, you go to more than 3 conferences a year. But these are like very few of us who have the possibility and have the money and the time and the permission from their families to do so. LocLunch is local. Diego, what happens? What is the discussion lately on LocLunch Milano? What are you talking about? Is it all AI? Is it football? What is it?
Well, it's mostly food and AI, I would say.
Food and AI.
Yeah,
wonderful.
I mean, not just AI. I mean, where are we going with our industry, and how we can, again, cooperate, and how we can still provide value in in the roles that we have at the moment, and how we can understand each other, what's happening in a given industry, what kind of services we could add on top of translation to be still valuable in what we offer. These are the discussions, I would say, in the last year. Otherwise, it's football, it's food, and it's traveling. What's the next event I should go to, and so on.
Are people coming back?
I have quite some people coming back. Yes. I would say probably the biggest part of our community is made up of freelancers, and some of them are also interpreters, so they really are not sure until the last minute if they can come or not. I get many cancellations like really last minute, so the restaurant knows very well how I am. They are just waiting for me and confirm the number like half an hour before, because of course if you have freelancer, you get what you get, and of course.
What would you recommend a new ambassador for organizing a LocLunch, starting a LocLunch city?
I have advised many new ambassadors. You don't know that, but I've been doing that a lot. What I find useful for myself is keeping track of the people that confirm they're coming, they're joining. Because you need to do a reservation, you need to keep track of numbers, that you need to wait people to come, and maybe they're late, maybe they're not coming, maybe something happens. And that really was saving me. And also that is useful, of course, for tagging them when you post the picture and everything. But I have this database, and I think this is really useful. Probably the only thing that I would recommend. And then you have all the other things that you need to do. But then I do get many questions, and people are very shy. They don't feel safe in building this community and starting out. That it's pretty easy. Actually, it's about finding the right tool. I have an Excel file on my desktop, always open,
Right.
and I keep track of that like this.
Exactly. And just from my side, my recommendation is always keep it as simple as possible. It's just meeting people. It's just an excuse. It's an excuse to have good food and conversations, and don't have to explain what exactly is what you are doing, because this is what usually happens if you meet somebody outside our industry and you say, you're in a translation, localization, interpretation, so it's all AI, right? It's DeepL, right? Okay, and
Google, that's good. Normally it's
Google. Sure,
nobody knows
right.
DeepL. Google, it's everywhere.
Exactly. So to have a common ground for discussion, what would you recommend somebody of our audience who listening this and has never experienced a LocLunch? What should they expect?
I would start with someone you shouldn't do. You shouldn't do with the expectation of finding a customer straight away. Just don't come with your business card in your hand hoping to find a new customer. It's not gonna work. It's gonna happen probably sooner or later, but not if you come and try to sell. That's the same with every conference, right? You don't go there to sell. You go there to start a relationship, and then it builds up, and then probably you get something back, business-wise. So that's my biggest one. And of course, don't be shy, because we are all peers. I've been talking with people from the US, from huge companies that I would never have thought they would even talk with me, but they did, and we created a relationship, and we are friends now, and I try to be the same, of course. I sometimes have been looked as, the guy from the big company, the one who travels a lot, is always online, do stuff, but I'm very accessible. So LocLunch makes people very accessible, and that's huge. I mean, it's great.
Yeah, you're also like us at Beluga. We do a lot of training and networking, being ambassadors, me pushing the network and so on. So there's a lot of caring in what we do, and we have done the programs for young translators or professionals in our industry to power up, to upskill. What would you recommend somebody new to our industry?
A lot of things. I mean, it's an industry where you need to keep yourself really up to date every day. I mean, you don't stop studying when you are graduated. I actually study more now than I used to study at university. So you cannot stop learning new things and being informed. There's a lot of resources online. Probably the opportunity for us, both of us, has been, curating all the information that you can find online, because it's difficult. It can be overwhelming to see so many different things everywhere. So we created sort of containers for all the information that we have. Keep learning and be open to change. That would be my advice for everybody, not just the newbies, everybody in the industry, I guess.
Yeah, and this year I cannot agree more. This year 2025, I think it's especially, as we're in a major shift in our industry, what we discussed before. Now it's settling down, and being open to learn about what's happening. LanguageOps is one of your latest initiatives. Do you want to give a small introduction of LanguageOps? What's it about?
Yeah, of course. Again, I just want to say this is not my initiative. This is an initiative I've been invited to be part of. Someone else who started that before.
Arthur Wenzel.
Yeah. So language operations is what LangOps is. It's basically about, I will make it simple, as I like to say. It's about language tasks not be an afterthought. It's about language tasks be an integral part of of any company operations, because language matters and translation has often been an afterthought, something we would think at the very end of everything. So it's about making language and translation and language processing really integrated in operations. So it's a great opportunity for us to sit at higher level tables and talk with C-level executives and make sure language is really an integral part of what companies do.
Love it. Where can people find you? On LinkedIn? Well, I have here my LinkedIn, the LinkedIn profile on screen. They can reach out to you every time. Diego, it was absolutely great to have this conversation. Short, brief, but this is LocLunch Express, so it's a world's opening door into our ambassadors and our community, those who are driving LocLunch around the world. Diego, it was lovely to have you here on board.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me, my friend.
Thanks a lot, and a wonderful 2025 and a lot of LocLunches.
See you soon. Thank you. Same
Thank
to you.
you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. That's it. That was my interview with Diego. I hope you liked it. He is a great guy. Follow us on LinkedIn, on YouTube. And if you like more of this content, just sign up for this channel and look out for LocLunch Expresso videos from around the world. Have a great day. Bye-bye.